like, what do you think would have helped you when you were going through like the bullying experiences?
Um, as sad as it is, it'd probably be, if I was able to have a proper relationship with my father and not sort of something where I faked it, because for a while, not seeing him all the time, when I see my father, it's like he's a dad, but he's not like a father to me. If that makes sense. It's not like I can sit down and have a heart to heart with him. If I could have that and it was stable from a young age, I don't like to blame people because we all make mistakes, right? But I feel like maybe if I had that would have helped a bit more. Just having that stable male in my life. You know.
I understand. So, like, do you find like God is like a father to you? Like, do you think God kind of fills that void that your
Yeah,
dad left?
100%, 100%. God's the best father I've ever had. It's he really is the best father. He's my father. He's my friend. He's my guide. He's everything. God is really everything to me. He's saved my life. When other people couldn't. I gotta give it all to him, man.
My story's similar to yours. Like, my dad left when I was 3, and then he also went to prison like multiple times for fraud. And with me, like when I became a Christian, which was 3 years ago, like I found it hard to kind of accept God as a loving father because I didn't know what that looked like.
Yeah.
So for people who are listening and for me too, and are struggling to find like to accept the fact that God is a loving father and to accept God's love as the father's love, what would you say to them and to me?
First of all, I would say that don't be too hard on yourself because it's a process. See, when you come into Christ, it's not a sprint. It's not like boom and then everything's set. There's work to be done because you've been in the world for so many years and you've been persecuted, you've been hurt. There's a lot of pain and trauma, and that's perfectly fine. As long as you have the heart to change, right? That seed, that little mustard seed of faith, right? Is all that God needs, and He's gonna keep watering that seed, and it's gonna keep on growing. And those walls that you've put there, because it wasn't God that put it there, they're gonna slowly get broken down and broken down and broken down until you are literally in the image that God sees you in. So you need to understand that it's not from you. It's obviously from you, but the main factor is God. So you just have the heart to change. You need to have the heart to change and the will to do better. And that's how growth starts. It's a journey. It's a marathon.